Bonjour fragrance lovers, this is Clémence, I talk about fragrance and welcome back. The Top 10 Spring 2022 Niche Edition. If you want the designer edition, more affordable fragrance, let me know in the comments, and that's totally fine, we can do that. Now, I didn't want to get again in, oh, it's spring, flowers are blooming, florals. Mainly, I took some stuff that are unique, different, and I cannot stop myself thinking of Miranda.
They're showing a lot of florals right now, so I was thinking I could
Florals for spring. Groundbreaking.
And usually my spring leaves, I do them in the garden. Today is very sunny, I could actually do it in the garden. But do I really want to do it in the garden?
No.
It's comfy. The list is mainly composed of things I've discovered recently or things actually that I've had in my collection recently. Anyway, let's start. Number 10. Fly Me to the Oud by Musicology. Actually not ready to give up my winter scent. That's it. And you know, like during the evening or some days in spring, it's still very cold. You need something still comforting. In England in spring, you have very sunny days and sometimes it's very cloudy and very rainy. So the best thing is to stay at home in your little sofa if you can on a Sunday and be all cocooning and chilling, but with not a very super heavy fragrance. And Fly Me to the Oud is my perfect one. When I started wearing it, I was like, oh, it's not that crazy creative, and now I can't stop wearing it. It's actually always next to my sofa. So you can smell a bit the oud, kind of black, but it's not really an animalic one. It's not a strong one. Nicely blended with notes of brown sugar. I'm the kind of person that always prefer the brown sugar rather than the white classic one. It's not like a sponge cake. You can really smell these hints of brown sugar and it's beautiful. And it's very comforting, fuzzy. It's not powdery, it's more cloudy. It's comforting. And when I'm wearing that, I'm like, oh, soft and nice. You really want to stay at home with someone, or maybe not someone, maybe Netflix and chill kind of stuff and listen to jazz. I love it. Number 9, A Midsummer Dream by ROJA. Okay. This made my spring list, I think, last year. Just can't get over this scent. A beautiful, slightly green scent, but more aromatic. It's fresh, juicy grapefruit, but not imposant. It's not very acidic. A little bit of benzoin at the back, so it's slightly resinous. It's the essence of pure elegance, luxury, and super classy scent. My grandmom and granddad, I remember, were having this fresh cologne everywhere in the house, and it really smelled like that. So this is obviously the luxurious version. You can smell in the scent, but it does have this cologne feeling, and I absolutely love it. Number 8. So I had this one, and I wanted to add also something, okay, not that extremely unique that you can wear every day. For me, the best one that is really easy to wear is Why? Okay. Matiere première, Parisian musk. Musky in the term of white synthetic musk. Very clean, not opulent, it's something like very classy, but it's got a very nice longevity if you're asking me. It's very simple, but it does work. It does have a little bit like slightly fig note, you know, like a bit creamy at the same time. It's ultra clean, slightly green. It gives that green leaf tone as well. For me, this really smells Parisian actually, because you know, like in France, there's always this style like quite natural. So obviously not me. I was born there, but look, like natural, spontaneous, elegant. But you see what I mean. Number 7 is Fox in the Fire Bed. I want to say head at the same time. So I discovered that recently. So, and I had this sample that I paid, I don't know how much, but quite a lot. This is not something that would happen in Choeur. I'm telling you. Anyway. So you've got all the ingredients on it, which we appreciate though. And at the beginning I was like, oh, it's just a flowery scent, like very cute. Actually, there's really something different in it. First of all, it's got very an ozonic vibe, slightly honeyed. It's very fresh flower, very solar as well. It's really like you actually jumping, you know, it's very sunlight. The jasmine for me is really present. So if you like this opulent jasmine tone, you're gonna really enjoy that. It does also have an incensey touch at the end. So honestly, it's really pretty. Tulip flowers as well. Where do we smell tulip in fragrances nowadays? Never, I'm telling you, never. So I really enjoy that. Number 6. Le Jardin Retrouve Mousse ARASHIYAMA. So this is their new fragrance. I'm actually doing some content for Le Jardin Retrouve. It was one of the first brands that I talked about on my channel, so I'm really happy because it's a brand I really appreciate for their natural smell, their savoir-faire and their heritage. I'm doing some educative content mainly on TikTok, Instagram as well, and you can find them on YouTube short as well if you subscribe to Le Jardin Retrouve. It could be on ingredient, it could be on actual their fragrances, or it could be on the heritage or the best practice in fragrance. So I'm really happy to do that anyway. So the new fragrance is Mousse ARASHIYAMA, really putting in the spotlight again the green fragrance, and I'm a big fan of green fragrances. I think they're very relaxing, classy without giving too much. And this one is a mossy fragrance with a little bit of you know, that fruity smell. You go outside, the grass is green, spring garden is blossoming, and it really smells like that. It's very green, as you can see, but it's not something that is old-fashioned. It's very like a modern green fragrance, and it's hard to do with proper green fragrance, so I really enjoy that. I've got my little thing like with CC as well on the top, so you can actually do that. You can engrave them on the website. So number 5 is Atelier des Ors and is Cœur des Anges. How beautiful you are. I do love you too much. So I do enjoy a fruity smell nowadays. I think I'm going to do a video on very atypical fruity scent if you want to, but I'm seeking for fruity scent that are not your basic fruity scent basically, and this is very different. Lot of blood orange, so very extremely juicy and extremely bitter sometimes as well. Sweet juice, a long lasting fragrance, which is really rare for very fruity smell. To transition with winter to summer, warm background with really something honeyed, and then an explosion of fruity smell. It's incredible, really meticulous. When you smell an Atelier des Ors, the fragrance are done like you're doing a broderie. Dot by dot, you can smell something different, and I absolutely love it. Number 4 is Alexandre Impérial Peacock. So they've done a new collection, which I have the little discovery kit. I don't think you can have that though, this discovery kit. So if you want a review, let me know, because I can actually do it for you. It's 5 new Oriental. The one I've chose is Impérial Peacock, and I really adore it because it's got something like a little bit more gourmand than the other one. Really like all Alexandre fragrance, you've got an intoxicating trail. Sensual, it's sensuality in a bottle, and it's not too heavy. So I quite enjoy to wear it in the spring. Well, we're not really in spring yet, but in winter, spring transition evening. Can we talk about the bottle? I mean, it's stunning. But anyway, if you want a full review, I'm happy to do it. Number 3 is Floris Mulberry Fig. So I'm gonna go like very quick on this one because you've got a full video. You've got a full vlog on it. But Mulberry Fig, I keep on wearing it just because it's do you know, I've got a lot of fig fragrance that I use a lot for spring and summer. Philosicos is one of my top one. But Mulberry Fig, the difference is it's not as harsh, for example, as Philosicos, because it's full of orris notes. So it gives like a powdery trail around it, which I absolutely adore. Slightly coconutty fig. Floris doing a fig scent. I was like, oh, it needs to be classy. This is super class. Number 2 is Tardes by Carner. So I received recently the discovery set. Again, if you want a video on the full fragrances reviewed, I can definitely do that. By the way, guys, just a reminder that if I'm talking to you about someone sending me a discovery set or a perfume, I will always let you know if this review is sponsored. I will put it in the little thing. But for now, it is not sponsored. So I will tell you if I'm earning money for this video. But no, I'm gonna just earn money with Google AdSense, which is, trust me, very low. So Tardes, they explain it as a fragrance that evokes the warm Mediterranean evening, a floral and enveloping enveloping perfume. There's a bit of freshness at the start, which I really enjoy, that makes me think of that Mediterranean weather, which is really nice. Make me think of holidays, so I really want to go on holiday now. Take me out. Maybe it's only me that smell that, but you know, like I can nearly smell like the sea waves, you know, when I'm smelling that. Florals are very delicate as well, and it's got slightly milky undertone, which is my guilty pleasure. I love a milky note in a fragrance. It really made me think of if you love Rolling in Love from Kilian, you will love this one. Looking forward to wear it more because this is quite something. So definitely gonna join my collection. And number one, so it's not really because it's the number one of the category, but I did really enjoy it. Commodity fragrances. So they sent me this discovery set again, so voila, which is really nice. And when I seen that the first time, I was like, oh gosh, there's a lot. But actually, no, there's not really a lot of fragrances. I've got a very interesting scent concept. Again, I can do a video on that if you want more precision. But basically, one fragrance got 3 interpretations. There's a personal one. So it's for those one who prefer a subtle, intimate fragrance. Expressive, which is the normal one, I guess, considered by many to be the perfect balance of longevity and projection. And there is the bold one. Trying all the scents, like I was mainly going all the time to expressive, and I think this is really reflecting my personality. I always enjoy, and I think I talked a lot about it on my videos throughout the years, but I love when there's a good balance of fragrances. I don't want something like stepping out too much. Sometimes I do to have something more creative, but I like a perfect balance of fragrance. For me, it's really important, and I want to keep it classy, so this is what I enjoy. If you enjoy fragrance brand like Molecule, Le Labo, you will enjoy Commodity, a scientist brand to me, a bit like working with synthetic ingredients. It's not a bad thing at all. It's a style, you know, so I enjoy everything. I have to say myself, I've never been drawn to those scents. This is not really something I want to review on my channel and stuff, but Commodity surprised me, especially for Milk. Milk Expressive, so the classic one. Obviously it's called Milk, so I was waiting to try this one. I was like, okay, you're the one for me, what? Ah, Milk, very creamy, milky note, super addictive. Really projecting a lot. I love the expressive one. I think this was the one that had the best projection around me without makes me think not heady, so definitely I prefer this one, and I think it's the best one. It's like a cloud. As an anxious person, we like to be comforted. If it's not by people, it's by fragrance. They describe it as slightly marshmallowy, which I do smell as well, but definitely not the sweet marshmallow. It's more marshmallow for the texture, you know? So it's not like a sweet milky. It's got some personality, and I really enjoy that. I can't smell myself anymore. I've got too much perfume on. I hope you enjoyed this list. Let me know if you tried any of these fragrances and what are your spring fragrances at the moment. Remember to subscribe to my channel, it's always appreciated, and the more you will like this video, the more I will get something out of it, so it's appreciated, you know, because voilà. I was supposed to launch 2 videos, French on my French channel and in English on Saturday and Sunday, and I couldn't because Merlin was sick, so I've sent a little post just on here to update you. Thank you for all your message. He's fine. I think he's recovering. I still like sneezing a lot. That's the thing. He was sneezing a lot and he was very slow. And Merlin is a very active bunny. He's always happy, jumping around, you know. So when I see him like weirdly sneezing like this, and you know, like all slow, like I'm panicking. So I literally panicked, and I took him to the vet, and then after, my energy was drained. I know it sounds strange for all of you, but I love my bunny so much, and when something happens to him like that, all my energies goes to him. So the rest of the day I was just staring at him, checking if he was alright, checking every movement, everything. So the panic, literally the panic, and so we went to the vet. He got some little vitamin. The guy said he will be fine, and he recommended me some vitamin as well because I was crying because I'm still really worried. So voila, I'm gonna head back to my bunny right now after this video. Thank you so much for following me, and I wish you a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow for the French speaker on my French channel. Bye now.
Viens, je t'emmène dans mon paradis bleu.